Okie dokie, this is the comedy tag questions. I have done this as a blog post as well, and I am going to read my blog post off rather than think. First movie you laughed your ass off at, Death to Smoochie from 2002. I laughed more at this movie than any other movie I have ever seen. A movie that is supposed to be funny, but you think sucks. Zoolander 2 from 2016. It was stupid to me, and I never even smiled, let alone laughed. First favorite comedy duo and why? John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, because they were just absolutely perfect together. No one else could play alongside Belushi as well as Dan Aykroyd did. Comedy you thought you would love but didn't. Space Jam, The New Legacy from 2021. To be frank, it was boring as shit to watch this. Sorry about the nose, itchy. The funniest scene in any movie, Office Space from 1999. When they killed the printer, the combination of the malice that they held toward this printer and the physical aspect of destroying it was just hilarious to me. Comedy everyone loves, but you hate. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective from 1994. People just raved about this movie, and I just, what the fuck? Anyways, at best, this movie is dull as hell. Often it was annoying to me. Name an underrated comedy film, Hot Fuzz, 2007. I really can't explain it, but this movie, gem. This was a movie. Shit. I really can't explain it, but this movie was a gem of a movie. Fuck it. I'm just going to keep going. I'm never going to read this line right. I found it to be very funny, and most people just passed it off. Favorite TV comedy, Bottom. It's a UK comedy from 1991 to 1995. It's a raunchy comedy, but it's also smart at the same time. Even though the characters are dumb as paint, it was just really hilarious to me. It really was. This is one of my favorite comedy TV shows of all time. In fact, it is my favorite comedy TV show of all time. The young ones, I think was another good one from the UK. Anyways, what's better, a gross out comedy or slapstick comedy? Slapstick in my mind. I don't get into gross out comedy as much. I think that's more for kids. Who's today's best comedian? Dave Campbell, I think, as he's relevant to our times, and I love his delivery. Worst comedy film ever made. Dumb and Dumber, 1994. It's nothing but completely annoying as hell. Your favorite comedian of all time? Red Fox. He lived from 1922 to 1991. As he played it straight and was a bloody funny at the same time. He could do physical comedy without actually doing much physically. He just moving his arms around and stuff was enough to make the physical comedy work, you know. What was it? I'm coming, Ethel, or whatever. I can't remember his dead wife's name, but anyways, yeah. It was hilarious every time he did that. No one will ever match him in my mind. I don't think. No one. That's it. That's all. Have a good one.